Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
You got motion man. 50. Motion man right there. Hey, echo. Mike, 45. All day. All day. 45 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Cohen. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Oh, man.
Get up! 180! Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Undercross. Watch it. Safety screaming.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Push him back. Push him back.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Trubisky will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and long.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
We need more, nigga. We need more.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter does.
And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, it's Grant. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of one there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 43. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
We need more, nigga. We need more. We need more, nigga. We need more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the
50. Hey, you block over here. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Blue draw quarters.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
brings up second and 10.
General West.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
45 is the mic. You got double up. Check 30. Check mic 45. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bruh, he shouldn't even be in the game right here.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Even. 4 down. Even. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Move. Check 52.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Bears' 1st down.
We need more, nigga. We need more.
Check 180. Check 42's the mark. Hey, ball.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. It's outside. Hey, orbit. Mike 22.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
218, jump.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd down now.
Come on, man. Why they give me?
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, 88 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he is met.
Why is you coming all the way over here to block, bro?
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The fuck off your routes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Oh,
it's
my
a
shit.
Big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Mike, 45.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weiss. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
No said about it. No said about it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
Let me run.
But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky. Robinson's got it.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
No you said about it. No you said about it.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago.
Oh, my goodness, this shit is lag.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it always says opponent. That's how I just missed that motherfucking
Rodgers
kick.
looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that'll wind
that's
up
how I did that badass punt.
Bold play call there.
Shit,
Now
this
it's 4th
motherfucker.
down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact,
some shit, though.
I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Bruh,
The
it's not
offense
letting me
staying out.
motherfucking
They're
call
gonna go
shit.
on 4th and 2.
Check 40.